handsome
He
man.
worked down there in the boatyard down there. And then he got transferred to New London.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
They were working on the atomic submarine with the Nautilus
The Nautilus, yeah, yeah.
with Rickover.
Oh, yeah. He worked with Rickover?
He worked with Rickover.
Oh, wow. My husband's a big fan of Rickovers.
And
Wow. And his name was Russell, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And his wife, she liked antiques. The antiques in the other room, what she gave Mary. She gave Mary and I, this is a reproduction. It's pine. If you look close on it, you can see the milkman's paid in full.
Ah, that's funny.
This is a little bit of milk, and he
Yeah.
signed his name there. I think it's in front of Russ's name. I don't know if you can see it now, there's a lot of scratches, but
I have a table just like
it's
this.
around in
Do
there.
you
No,
really?
I've seen it.
I believe you, Harry. I got math
Wow.
equations on mine. 2 + 3
Oh, wow.
and spelling words.
Huh.
That's very cool.
Very cool.
Well, anyway, when Mary and I got married, before we got married, he came to me and he said, Harry, he said, I'm being transferred to Saratoga, New York for about a year or more. He says, and you can live in my house for nothing
Huh.
while you're building yours. And he says, all I want is the house painted red. So, sure. I couldn't turn that down.
No.
I come home from work, I come right down here, you know.
And the house is still painted red.
Yeah.
Because this was the Briscoe's house
Yeah,
at the corner up at the end of Corey Hill Road.
Right. Interesting.
I'm getting off the questions you're asking.
That's okay. It's all good. It's all
Okay.
good information.
Well, anyway, I got Harvey Brainerd, which neither one of you know. Him and his brother got killed on the Skinner's Corner there, where 151 crosses 149. Not 149, 196.
196, yep.
Well,
Right.
They'd been out there drinking, and Pete was driving a motorcycle, and they didn't stop the stop sign. The car hit him.
And they were on a motorcycle.
Yeah, killed them both.
And they were brothers.
Yeah.
And they were the sons of
Rasty and Adelaide Brainerd. Because I grew up with Harvey. That was about 1950 or 49 or 50.
Wow.
Wasn't a year later, Russ dropped dead of a heart attack.
Huh.
55.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, he invited Mary and I up there. He was going to have a steak dinner. And he was out there cooking the steak. And he started to cough, and he's coughing up blood. So we rushed him right to the hospital. He lived about 2 days after that.
You were there when it happened.
Pardon?
You were there?
When he had a heart attack, yeah. Yeah, he was cooking a steak. Kind of ruined our steak.
Kind of ruined your whole day.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, when they moved up here, he took Mary down to London, and she got a job at the submarine base down there. In fact, I just threw her card away yesterday. I've been going through this stuff.
Yeah.
I thought, what do I want to keep this for? You know, it's her card to get in.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. A pass. Pass to get in. Huh.
Harry, you should go pull that back out of the garbage.
Huh?
I said I would go pull that back out of the
I
garbage.
can do that.
Not right now, after I'm done recording you. You need to put it in a notebook.
I don't know what to do, really. You have no idea the stuff she has.
No.
She's got about 8 of these or more, full of pictures.
Hold on to it all.
There's a lot of them with you and your husband and you.
It's a lot of
When she
church.
took it to church,
The church stuff, yeah.
her 80th, when you gave the birthday party, that's
Yeah.
in this book here, the little blue one.
Are,
Plus,
yeah, yeah. Are the pictures labeled? Are they labeled on the back? Because that's so.
some of them are and some are not.
Okay, it's so frustrating to go through an old album and
I
not
know
have them
she's
labeled.
got pictures in there that I don't know who they are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll show you when we get finished in the articles. She kept. I went through going through some stuff. She had my father's obituary cut out, and my niece when she was murdered, she cut that out, and she saved all that stuff. I've been and Vicky's kids. Growing up, they used to send us a Christmas card. She saved all that.
Wow.
I got it in an envelope. I'm going to give it to Vicky, see if she wants that stuff back. But I imagine she's got that. It's a Christmas cards,
Right.
with a picture on, like what you send.
I
bet
I
she's
save
got
it
yours
all.
someplace
she
too.
probably does.
I used to say to Mary, you got to get rid of some of this stuff. Oh no, I'm not getting rid of it.
Hang on to stuff like that. So how did you celebrate the holidays? Christmas and, I know what you did for
Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving you were busy
You were busy
working.
with the turkeys.
Well, this year, a week before Thanksgiving, Russ was going to go to New York on Thanksgiving. So he asked Mary and I to go up to his house a week ahead of time. Because Mary, she was very weak then, but she went up. She didn't eat anything. And Mary Ann, she had a lot of these plastic containers, you know how they are today. She made 7 different dishes, one for every day of the.
Oh, and gave them to you to bring home. So you'd have, yeah, okay.
They had a roast this long. And we don't, the family there, we only ate maybe half of it.
Yeah.
So she had her family, John and Chris, Chris. She
Yep.
Yeah.
come to church, I don't know
Yeah.
what. She got married in our church.
Did she?
Yeah, I got pictures of it here someplace.
And that's Mary Ann's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she got married in the church on South Main Street, the Congregational Church.
Mm-hmm.
And she went around, she wanted a big church. She wanted a big church wedding. Our church wasn't big enough. She went to that big church in South Glastonbury,
Oh, that's a beautiful
but
church.
she couldn't pay for that. It was too
Oh.
expensive.
Yeah.
So she ended up with that church there. Now you know she's divorced.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the thing that gets me, I'm going through some of these pictures. Russ used to go with Bruce, the fellow she married. They used to do all things together. He worked on construction. And Russ, when he got a job, they'd do it together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one she married. So he must have been 10 years older than him. I mean, he must have been 10 years older than her.
Wow.
He was an old man.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know where those pictures are. But it showed us when Russ was married, we all stood out there, and she was a little teeny girl, and then his big Bruce, he was over 6 feet tall. But he's a nice guy. Well, him and his father run a business together in Middletown. Air conditioned, not houses, but factories and stuff.
Oh, really? So big air conditioning units. Interesting.
So he's a wealthy man. I guess he wouldn't share the money with her.
Well, that's too bad.
Anything she wanted, she had to buy herself.
Wow. Huh. That's too bad. Let's see.
We're only halfway through our first line
Yes,
of questions.
We are. We're only halfway through.
I'll stick to
No, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. When you were young, did you travel any? What's the largest town you remember visiting? I mean, you didn't.
New York City.
You went to New York City.
We went to the World's Fair in 1939.
Wow. Okay.
Dad drove down and he had an old Model T Ford. Of course, it didn't have the highways they got now. You had to get down Route 1.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But my dad was born down there, so he knew New York. And my mother's, we called her Aunt Beatrice. she lived down there and we stayed with her in Jersey. She was, her mother's the one that took my mother in.
Okay.
So we called her
Okay.
Aunt B.
Yeah.
That was Charlie Lundell's sister.
I'm gonna need a chart.
And that young Charlie, he called me. He heard Mary passed away and he called me. Well, after I got out of the Army, I was looking for a job. I was doing odd jobs, carpenter jobs. I didn't tell you how I met my wife. I don't know if that's on there or not, is it?
Oh yeah.
It'll be on there.
Well, anyway, they bought the house up there where we live, Mary and I. And I was doing work for her, insulating the upstairs of the house. And she says to me, she says, "You got to meet my daughter." And she was working at Electric Boat at that time. So I said, okay, I'm going to be a bachelor. I told her that. I said, I have no intention to get married. In fact, that was my intention when I had this plan, everything before I even got married.